Okay, so the first type of leak that we're going to discuss is probably the most common, and that's what we call end grain leaks. You'll discover the leak in a part of the barrel called the chime, which is this chamfered end of the stave surrounding the head. The first step in barrel repair is to identify the exact source of the leak. So step one is to clean the stain. Very often you have a large stain of sometimes red and white wine that you will first dry with a paper towel. If any wine is puddled up here at the bottom of the head, you'll want to remove that with the paper towel as well. And then you'll take your scraper and scrape the stain and wait for the leak to reappear so that you can precisely identify the source. So now we can see the precise location of the leak and we know where we need to put our patch. The patch that's used to repair end grain leaks is called a spile, and it's this cone-shaped piece of wood. The first step is to enlarge the pore that's leaking with, this is a nail set. You can also use a scratch awl, but any sort of tool shaped like a spike will work. Right at the location of the leak, you'll want to drive it in about between 5 millimeters to a centimeter, about 1/4 of an inch. Now you've created a hole for the spile or the patch, so you're ready to insert that. Tap it just until you start to feel resistance. Skilled coopers use chisels to trim this end of the spile. I think a more practical tool for a cellar employee is actually a flat saw, something like this, or even a hacksaw blade. There's less maintenance required. You don't have to keep it sharp, and it works pretty well. Okay, now the next step is to take a piece of sandpaper, and the sandpaper is going to help conceal the spile, and it'll also help seal up the pores of the wood. And now we've got our leak repaired.